This interplay also adds depth to the poem's exploration of ambition and the search for meaning. Tamerlane's conquests can be seen as a bridge between East and West, but also as a source of cultural tension and conflict. His eventual disillusionment suggests that neither Eastern nor Western traditions alone can provide ultimate fulfillment. Further points of inquiry. Poe's sources. What specific Persian texts or historical accounts might Poe have drawn upon in writing Tamerlane? How did he adapt and transform these sources to fit his own artistic vision? Cultural hybridity. How does Tamerlane reflect the cultural hybridity of Poe's own time, a period of increasing global interaction and exchange? Orientalism. Does the poem's portrayal of the East exhibit any elements of Orientalism, a Western tendency to exoticize or stereotype Eastern cultures? From the steppes to the sultanates, Tamerlane, the master of conquest and contradictions. The clang of steel against steel, the thunder of hooves, and the cries of the vanquished, these were the sounds that echoed across Eurasia in the late 14th century as Timur, known to the world as Tamerlane, forged an empire from the ashes of crumbling dynasties. Born into a world of shifting alliances and simmering rivalries, he rose from obscure beginnings to become one of history's most formidable conquerors, leaving behind a legacy as complex and contradictory as the man himself. This essay will explore the life, conquests, and enduring impact of Tamerlane, examining not only his military genius but also his role as a patron of the arts, a statesman, and a figure whose actions continue to provoke debate and fascination centuries later. A world in flux, the making of a conqueror. To understand Tamerlane's rise, we must first delve into the turbulent world of 14th century Transoxiana. This region, encompassing parts of modern-day Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan, was a melting pot of cultures and a battleground for competing powers. The once mighty Mongol Chagatai Khanate, weakened by internal strife and external pressures, had fractured into a patchwork of warring factions, mirroring the decline of the Ilkhanate in Persia. As Barthold elucidates in his comprehensive study of Turkestan, this period of instability, exacerbated by the Black Death which ravaged the region in the mid-14th century, created opportunities for ambitious leaders like Timur to emerge from the shadows. Barthold, 1962, page 172. Born in 1336 near Kesh, present-day Shahrasabz, Timur, meaning iron, was not of direct Chinggisid lineage, a fact that would later complicate his claims to legitimacy. However, he skillfully exploited the fragmented political landscape, forging alliances, betraying rivals, and demonstrating a keen understanding of both military strategy and realpolitik. He honed his skills as a young man, first as a raider and mercenary, later leading a band of followers who grew in number as his reputation for cunning and courage spread. By the 1370s, through a combination of strategic brilliance and ruthless ambition, he had consolidated his control over Transoxiana, laying the foundation for the Timurid dynasty. The art of war, from Persia to Delhi. Timur's military campaigns were nothing short of breathtaking in their scope and ambition. Driven by a vision of restoring the Mongol Empire, or perhaps by a more personal thirst for power and glory, he led his armies across vast distances, subduing Persia, the Caucasus, the Golden Horde, and even venturing into India. His military genius lay not only in his tactical brilliance but also in his ability to adapt to diverse terrains and enemies. As illustrated by his campaigns against the Mamluks in Syria and the Ottomans in Anatolia, Timur was a master of both siege warfare and open field battles. He understood the importance of logistics and supply lines, ensuring that his armies were well equipped and provisioned even on long campaigns. For example, during his invasion of India, he had grain transported and stored along the route in advance, anticipating the challenges of traversing the arid landscapes. Moreover, he maintained strict discipline within his ranks, punishing insubordination severely while rewarding loyalty and courage. His army was a diverse force, composed of cavalry units drawn from various Turkic tribes, Persian infantry, and skilled siege engineers, all bound together by a fierce loyalty to their leader. However, Timur's conquests were also marked by shocking brutality. Cities that resisted his advance, such as Baghdad in 1401, were subjected to horrific massacres, their populations decimated and their skulls piled into gruesome monuments of conquest. The invasion of India in 1398 was particularly devastating. After capturing Delhi, Timur's forces unleashed a wave of violence upon the city, leaving countless dead and the city plundered. Yet, as Woods argues, Timur's brutality was not merely wanton destruction. Woods, 1990, page 18. It was a calculated tool of terror, designed to intimidate potential adversaries and ensure their submission. Furthermore, Timur often spared cities that surrendered peacefully, recognizing the value of skilled artisans and scholars in enriching his empire. He actively sought to incorporate these individuals into his realm, bringing them to Samarkand to contribute to its cultural and intellectual development. The patron of Samarkand, building an imperial legacy. Beyond his military exploits, Timur sought to legitimize his rule through cultural patronage and the construction of magnificent monuments. His capital, Samarkand, was transformed into a dazzling metropolis, a testament to the Timurid vision of imperial grandeur. The Registan, with